Video brought to you by Morante Plumbing and Oil. Morante, the #1 name in plumbing.
And we are back. Gmac and Hughesy in the house this week with a brand new edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. I can say it. Big fella. Let's get dangerous.
Hey, buddy.
And we got the old Downsy in the house for the first time since his wild haircut in 2021, maybe. That day did not work out so well for you, Towns.
Oh, no, it was a little warm.
Yeah, a little warm.
Just a little.
It nearly shit your pants on the ride home.
Yeah.
Things got a little hairy there for a little bit.
Oh, I thought I was dying. Oh, my God.
Some days you make it home, some days you don't.
That day he made it home, but he was curled up in a ball the rest of the day.
Absolutely. As soon as it had stopped, I'd turn over and fire down below all over again.
How was your trip back home?
Oh, that was great. That was great. I love going to see my brother just hang out. We did absolutely nothing. I woke up, had coffee, smoked cigars, sit by a fire pit, and
just make sure you talk to that one. You got to get that mic right.
That's basically all we did was wake up in the morning, smoke cigars, and sit by a fire pit.
Did you have to fix your uncle's fence or anything?
No, we didn't make it down there because my one cousin went up on a cruise in Alaska, the bastard. But he was doing all right.
Nice. What about you, Hughes? What's going on with your week? Anything?
Just enjoying a little camping time.
Hold on. You went back to work. You motherfucker.
That's it.
How's it feel now that we all were driving to work and you got to camp your ass all weekend? Now you go back to work and I got to sit home and be nice and cozy in the bed this morning.
That's it. It's getting up in the mornings right now is the hardest part of the day.
Did I just hear Hughes go by in the camper? Not me. I was sleeping. I didn't hear shit.
Yeah, I went past your camper about 5:10, 5:15.
Yeah. Good dudes night last night. Got some pizza and some fucking wings and watched the football game.
Yeah.
Season started off. Cowboys didn't look as bad as I thought they were going to. It was actually a pretty good game.
Yep. It was nice to sit down with friends and enjoy a good evening of football.
Yeah. We're gonna break towns in. There's no other way around this. This is how we get the show started. You might go back to the 80s right here. Hold on. It's got a delayed reaction. This one. Yep. Here you go, Hughes.
This is the spooner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you doing? Rush in a high school fucking locker room or some shit? That had the vapors.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, Townsy. Get in there, Towns. Don't be a pussy.
I think I inhaled it. There was still smoke coming out of the bottle when I inhaled
it. Ammonia, boy.
Woo. Yeah. So,
I got an idea. You throw that in the toilet with a bunch of bleach and just leave.
Oh.
Clearly we're missing Winnie right now, right? Realistically, I asked him how he wanted me to go. He's undergoing some medical care, and he'll have details to follow when he comes back. Just keep him in your thoughts. He will be back, though. Today, he just wasn't up for it.
Prayers for the big man.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're gonna miss right now. We're gonna miss his quick-witted, fucking foul mouth, but I'm sure the bathroom upstairs not missing the shit that he takes every time when he gets here and peels the fucking back of the porcelain.
That's a heavy load.
I was laughing my butt off watching his reaction to the taser.
The taser? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was because he had zero knowledge of it being what it was.
I thought it was a flashlight.
Yeah. All right, so we'll jump right in. My week was pretty good. It is, it's a week. You get to the week, you get to the weekend. These camping weekends are winding down. We only got a few of them left,
That's it.
so you got to enjoy them while you can.
And start bringing your sweatshirt with you.
Oh, yep. And then I got to start downsizing. You know what I mean? That's the plan. So this week, we thought we might have had the gray fox, silver fox come in, but he didn't. So we'll work right into our top 5. This week's top 5, your top 5 favorite 1980s movies. The Silver Fox would have had 500.
Oh my god!
Because that's Ronnie Gulick. But this is our top 5. I'll start off number 5, The Untouchables. That's very good movie. Kevin Costner about going to get Al Capone in Chicago and how they really finally got him. But a long movie, but it didn't feel long because it was such a good movie.
Yeah, it kept you into the movie.
Yeah, very intense.
Oh, my number 5 is Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that could have made a lot of lists, right?
Like, yeah, just a little laughs and just good humor all the way through.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.
Never cross the stream, Cecil.
That's it.
What was your number 5, Bob?
I got The Money Pit with Tom Hanks. That was, to me, it was really funny. He kept dumping this money into this really old house, and it just got worse from there.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Everything he fixed went
to shit.
And we feel those pains with certain things, right?
That's it.
All right, my number 4, The Goonies. I don't know if it's on anybody else's list. If it is, we'll talk about it then. No?
I did not put it on my list. I forgot about it.
All right, so I was a kid in the middle of the 80s. I was 10 when it came out. So who didn't want to go on an adventure and find a pirate ship full of gold and save your town? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and get to kiss a beautiful girl.
Yeah, and Andy from the Goonies, the redhead, was a fucking smoke show.
Yep.
So that was my number 4. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Who ordered a pizza in my class?
Yeah. And why is it your number 4?
Oh, just the characters.
It wouldn't happen to be somebody that comes out of a pool.
The swimming pool scene is always memorable.
Yeah. That's one of the, I think that is one of the
It was pretty memorable for him, too.
Clipped movie scenes in history.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
That and Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct where she uncrossed her legs.
Yeah.
That's got to be number 1.
But I'm saying that like those type of movies are clipped. They're the most clipped movies in history.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
Oh, shit. For number 4, I'll go with Risky Business. A high school kid, freaking.
Another one I forgot about.
Yeah.
Getting into the pimping business.
Yeah.
Now, the most memorable scene in that is him in underwear and the shorts.
Oh, sliding out.
into
Yeah,
the doorway.
to Bob Seger.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, yeah. Not for nothing. What was it? Rebecca De Mornay?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the smoke show. For that period of time, she was like the hottest thing on the planet. And
Hell
then
yeah.
she disappeared. You never really seen her again.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. My number 3, Karate Kid.
Oh.
Is it on your guys' list?
No.
All right. Yeah. So Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid. Again, I was 10 years old. Who didn't want to go out and fucking be the Karate Kid?
That's it.
Everybody's doing a crane kick after, wax on, wax off. Wax off was different after when I turned about 12. But when I was 10, when I was 9, I was all about like, I'm gonna go wax the car, Dad, thinking I was learning karate.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi, and I mean it holds up today because Cobra Kai is probably one of the top shows of the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, and it was all those kids from that time frame wanting more, and there was a demand for it, right?
Yep.
They spun off a whole nother series, and the fucking guys are 60. So,
yeah, and it's still strong to this
Right.
day. Right. But how many people try to take chopsticks to try to catch a fly?
oh yeah, 100%. Like just the things that how it influences culture, right? Like things you say. You say wax on, wax off, paint the fence. People know.
Right.
You just know. All right.
Yeah.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Die Hard. Bruce
Willis, the original.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that so? Out of the Die Hard movies, which one's your favorite? I know because some of them were in the 90s.
I think that's my favorite.
Really,
the rest of them kind of. Well,
my all-time favorite was
the one with the city with the tunnels.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
3. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
So good. Yeah.
When the guy was planting the bombs in the school. His brother, Hans Gruber's brother, was
Yeah.
or two, maybe, I don't know, whatever one.
The thoughts of him walking with the bare feet, with the broken glass and stuff, trying to pick out the chunks of broken glass. And
That's when he was with Sam Jackson in the third
Yes,
one, right?
Sam- yeah.
That was funny.
That was a good movie. But the thing was that's the movie that made Bruce Willis like an action star.
Yeah.
You know, because he was like
Right.
moonlighting.
Moonlighting was,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It was more like an evening show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Towns. What's your number 3?
I got Porky's.
Porky's.
Yeah.
Great
Another-
show. Great
Yeah.
movie.
There's so many great movies, man.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
that's why you had to say like your favorite
Right.
top 5.
You could do like your favorite 20, and we
100%.
probably still couldn't all match the
100%.
60 of them.
You could have gone 80s dramas, 80s comedy. Most were 80s comedies,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Yeah, Porky's.
Yeah.
The original Buddy's comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on, she's coming. She's gonna get it. Hold on. She's got it.
Oh.
You need to do a tallywhacker alignment. And then, of course, that spun out to later in the 90s. You got American Pie, which was.
Yeah.
And now these kids today, they need a Porky's or an American. You know, like they need their version now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? My number 2, Vision Quest. I'm sure it's not on either one of your
No.
guys'
Oh
lists.
yeah.
I was a wrestler in high school. I love that movie, Matthew Modine. You know, he was a good wrestler, but he's like, fuck this. I don't want to just be good. He's finding himself as a teenager. What's life about? He's like, I don't want to just be good. Like, I want to beat the guy that everybody says is unbeatable. Then he gets trimmed for the first time, so he's kind of like off. So it's kind of a little bit of everything. And Madonna made her movie debut in that. She's just like a singer at a bar, like a local talent, just singing in a bar.
I didn't even remember her being
Crazy for You. The song
Yeah.
Crazy for You, she sang it in the bar. Then they slow danced to it, and then he got some trim. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There's the most important
and
part.
then he wrestles shoot at the end, and it's just fucking awesome. You're number 2.
My number 2 is Back to the Future, little Michael J. Fox.
That's my number 1. We'll talk about it when we get to number 1s. What's your number 2, bud?
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another great one.
Yeah.
Another great movie.
Mhm.
I personally, for whatever reason, I don't know the age I am, I didn't know the first one. I knew the second one before I ever saw the first one. The one with it's an older guy, and he had all the gimmick clubs and all that. And I always thought that one was funny. Because did you ever putt with a wedgie? And the guy's like, what? He goes, hey, you take your putter, you get your normal stance, and then and he rips his fucking drawers off his ass. And that's putting with a wedgie. But the original with Bill Murray, I mean, amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And most people can recite line for line that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had one of those.
And
effects.
the music just kept you so into the movie. The excitement from the music itself with everything that was happening.
Yeah, and not for nothing, the song we came into today, there's only one king of the 1980s movie soundtracks, and that's Kenny Loggins.
Absolutely.
Every fucking banger that dude had was a Footloose,
Yep.
Danger Zone, I'm All Right? Like all
Yeah.
these fucking movies, even that, all these songs just epitomize what the 80s was. That's what made the 80s the 80s, right?
Yeah.
My number 1's Back to the Future. We just talked about it. How do you not, right?
Oh,
That's
another
timeless classic.
So many spin-offs.
You can't redo that movie.
Right.
It only had its, everything about that was about being an 80s person. How do I get back to the 80s? How's the 80s fucked up?
Yeah.
Raylo and Biff changes it and he comes back and there's casinos and shit. But it epitomized what the 80s was, you know what I mean? And then when he goes to the future, they had Cafe 80s.
Yep.
And it was Max Headroom. And
Right.
so why is that your number 1 movie, though?
For me, that's my number 2.
Or your number
Yeah.
2 movie?
Yeah. Just because my number 1 I just liked more.
But like
It-
the
it was-
skateboarding, the Nike sneakers, the whole look.
The DeLorean. I mean,
Yeah.
I still want a DeLorean.
Yeah, and they were hunks of shit, but
Yeah.
they want one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only made what? Like hundreds
10,000
of them or something.
whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing
But-
a lot.
Yeah, and the car had nothing to it really.
Right.
If you ever looked inside of a DeLorean, it had nothing. You might as
Come on,
well
when you got
bought
to speak in the microphone.
might as well bought a Yugo.
Yeah.
You know.
My mom had a Yugo.
Yeah.
So what's your number one?
My number one is The Breakfast Club.
Great soundtrack.
Absolutely. To me, that was I could have been in that movie.
Yeah.
You know,
you would have been.
With those characters all day long, and of course Molly Ringwald and stuff. You know, to me, she was always gorgeous. I love that homely
Ali Sheedy
look to her and stuff. Yeah.
So here's a funny side note about that movie. I showed that movie to Boston when he was like 15, and we get probably say it's a 2-hour movie. We probably get like an hour and 40 into it. And he's like, "Hey, Dad, can you pause it for a second?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What's this movie about?" Right? Because kids today don't have like what we had. You know what I mean? Emilio Estevez was the jock.
Yep.
You know, the one.
You had the bad boy, the jock, the
nerd, the shy girl, the fucking popular girl,
preps, burnouts, nerds.
Right. You had it all, and you didn't realize. I said, just watch, and then it all showed that when they were all sitting around and the problems they had and they were crying.
Yep.
They realized that they all had something that bonded them together. Like, you thought the nerd's life was easy, but it wasn't because you get good grades. What do you care?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I got a 95, and he wanted to kill himself. You know what I mean? Because there was so much pressure from his dad. Emilio Estevez is like, pressure? My fucking dad rides my ass about sports. Pressure? I don't know where I'm going to eat because I'm left on the streets by myself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was, and then like, but in today's society, kids don't think that way.
No.
You know what I mean? We're all just. They don't think they have burnouts and jocks and all that anymore.
But that's it.
Everybody's stoned now that it's legal. Shit.
Well, not everybody.
But again, like the dancing scene, like the music, the fucking asshole. You fuck with the bull, you get the horns. You know, the whole. You know,
it's just amazing because when you started watching it, you didn't see all those characters melding together
and then by the end,
realizing that each of them all had similarities in so many different ways.
Yeah. Right. It was 6 kids that had nothing in common, and by the end, you're like, holy shit! It bonded them for that moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's your number one book?
I got Streets of Fire. It was a really good movie. Rick Moranis was a tour bus or a manager for a local band. They were trying to get out, and there was a really good fight scene with hammers that are used on like the railroad. Guy falls in love with a girl, gets the girl, biker gang shows up. It was just a really good movie.
So, yeah, I imagine Rick Moranis was the main character in that.
Yeah, as a band manager. Yeah.
Who else? Any other stars in that?
I don't remember. Probably.
Yeah. I don't remember. I had a couple.
It was the 80s, man. I'm allowed to forget most of it.
That was 40 years ago, right? Yeah. I had a couple honorable mentions. I had Rad, the BMX movie.
Yep.
And I had Top Gun. I mean, I could have had 100 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But Rad was on my list until I remembered The Untouchables. And I was like, Rad it's a cult classic. You know what I mean? It was BMX. Everybody wanted to ride Hell Track and get the girl. And
I put a couple of honorable mentions too. Purple Rain and Footloose.
There you go.
You know, both of them. The music alone, you could just
both
listen to the
songs were number one.
Yeah.
Purple Rain. Hey, Highland. Hold this for Highland. Highland. Purple Rain, buddy. Purple Rain. I didn't even bring it up, Highland. Purple Rain. And he knows what that's about. He's going, fuck you, George. Fuck you, George. Hold on. You might not know. You know. Beep, beep.
Fuck you, April.
Yeah, Purple Rain and Footloose. Footloose was the number one song. Again, Kenny Loggins.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And, hey, did you ever see The Police? Yeah, you mean the band in Chicago? No, the ones behind you. And that was, Chris Penn, right? When he taught him to dance. Sarah Jessica Parker was in that movie. And I liked her better as a brunette. You know, and the fucking playing chicken with the tractors. That was cool. You got any honorable mentions? Anything sticks out?
Shit.
Every movie we said so far.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then
and then you look at some of the bigger ones that were out there, E.T., the Gremlins. If you're listening to this and you got your phone in your hand, you're watching on TV, whatever, just Google 1984 movies and look at the lineup of all-time bangers that came out in the summer of '84. Beverly Hills Cop. I don't know how that didn't get on.
All you got to do is look at almost everything John Hughes directed.
Anything John Candy.
John
we miss all the
Candy, John
Candy
Hughes,
movies.
yeah.
John Hughes, right.
Yeah, 16
The
Candles.
Great Outdoors,
Yeah.
freaking 16 Candles.
Yeah, all that
Oh,
stuff.
little girl, love boy Yankee, my wakey.
Yeah. What was the one with I Want My $2? John Cusack had a shit ton of movies. Remember?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you get all those movies like and when you make this list, you're like, how the fuck do I leave these next 50 off? Because
well, that's it. You know, you start rattling them off in your brain, and it's like, oh my god, that's why I said we could have done 20
summer,
apiece.
I'm
like
surprised nobody mentioned Weird Science with Kelly
100%,
LeBrock.
yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
she did to Malacca's Dino.
With the Viziers on the head, never.
Let me drive. Give me the keys. I'll drive.
Yeah.
She kicked me in the nuts.
In the nuts.
She broke my heart in two. She broke more in your heart, boy.
And again, the music.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
You know,
All that shit.
and then idiots sitting there with the Viziers on their heads.
Or how about Back to School with fucking Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all the 80s were just its own thing. Like Revenge of the Nerds. No one said that.
Yeah.
We've got Bush. You know what I mean? That was it. You know, it was a time. It was just a very unique time.
Why do they call you Booger? I don't know.
All right, let's move along. All right, 5 crazy questions presented by Gmac. Number 1, what is your favorite drink to grab for a road trip?
Mountain Dew, drug of choice.
Yeah, Mountain Dew. How about you, Townsy? You just took a road trip. You went for a drive. You stop at a gas station, whatever. What's your drink of choice?
Oh, well, on the way I was going, I packed my freaking thermos full of coffee, black, and then black coffee. And then
But if you got to stop,
when I hit the rest area, I ran in and grabbed me a Mountain Dew Zero. That shit is off the chain. They got it right, doing no sugar in there, and it just
and it holds its taste because some of them zeros, like Pepsi Zero, I cannot drink that.
they
shit.
get a
It's
funky
disgusting.
taste to them.
Something really off.
Yeah. Well, that new.
And they'll tell you
Dr.
like
Pepper
real
cream.
sugar's way better for you than all that fake shit that they put in
Yeah.
there. All right, number 2. When is your favorite time of year?
Springtime for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about it?
Thoughts of getting everything ready, and you know what you're going to grow, what you're going to do, what you're going to do to make money, what kind of trips or whatever you got planned.
So it's like the fresh start,
Yeah.
the rebirth of whatever.
That's it. Just like the plants growing.
Restarting again. How about you, Townsy?
I like fall because that's just about time everything dies, including deer when deer season comes.
What's crazy is I enjoy all of them. Like I enjoy snow around Christmas, right? I enjoy the smell of fresh cut grass in the spring and like baseball season coming, right? I enjoy summer because that's when my birthday is and all like going to a pool or whatever, right? But then I enjoy fall because there's no humidity.
Football's back.
Football's back and the leaves are changing. And they're changing up by the campground already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is the time of year, like it's just bonfires, cool weather, sweatshirts. So, I mean, I like them all, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the fall just because of you get those days. It might be 70, even 80, but you don't have the humidity with it. Where we live, we get humidity. Like, I don't know. If I lived out west somewhere, I might be like, nah, man, I love summer because it's only 85 and no humidity.
Right.
But because of where we live, we got a lot of humid fucking days in the summer. I prefer like fall. Even the spring can be. What's crazy about spring, it's you don't get as cold in the fall as you get in the spring. 60 in the spring, you're fucking freezing because it's the damp cold.
Yeah.
In the fall, 60, you're like, this is a nice day. You're in shorts.
Yep.
You know? So
well,
I would say
it depends. You know, like for you, you're a big football fanatic, so you know, fall big for
I like
you.
baseball better.
Right. But in fishermen want the summer.
Yeah,
you
right,
know,
100%.
and hunters are ready for deer season now.
And kids that snowboard want snow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know people that are crazy about snow. They just can't. They want snow all the time.
You know, it's funny.
Take your ass to Alaska, man.
Because
I went
to a body
shoulders.
shop yesterday to get some stuff checked on my truck, and the guy says, "Yeah," he says, "it's our busy season coming up." I says, Really? I would think summertime, everybody wants to get their cars fixed. He says, no. He says, deer season.
Oh, yeah.
He says, it's their busy season. Everybody, one after another, comes in with hitting deer. He said he already had 2 people come in with hit deers in the last week.
Wow.
You should have seen how many dead deer there were on 80.
Yeah.
On 80 running west.
What's wild, though, 80 running west, like you just said. Now, that's a highway. They're all there, right? Go up by the reservoir. Those deer never cross the road. They never get hit because they know 100 fucking people come through here. Like,
they're still waiting for the chicken.
They're just like, what are we doing here? But it's weird. Like, you get out of there, you come down 28 a little bit, fucking deer are running across the road. You're like, hey, asshole, ask your neighbor. You don't run across the road.
Your deer crossing sign was back here like 25 miles, buddy. You need to go back the other way, son.
All right, number 3. Where is the best place you ever visited or vacationed? I gotta ask Hughes this. I'm curious.
Yeah, well,
for you, what is your?
I hit such a variety of mind and stuff. I love vacationing up in Maine.
Maine.
Yeah,
never been.
It's such a beautiful, so mountainous and everything. The lakes are crystal clear.
And your balls are in your chest when you get in them because it's 50 degrees.
You know what? I'll go up there and walk in shorts and walk in the water
at
this time of year, so I can stand very carefully and watch the fish as I fish for them.
Right?
Because it's just beautiful.
How about you? Tommy?
I'd have to say Palma, Mallorca. While I was in the Marines, it's an island off of Spain owned by the Brits. It's a huge holiday place for a lot of beautiful women. Very, very beautiful women. All nationalities, makes, kinds, colors. It didn't matter. They were just stunningly beautiful, man. I would love to go back, but I think my wife would kill me now.
Yeah. All right. Back from the masturbation dream. When I went to Italy, Italy was beautiful. The part I went to, Lake Como and Ireland. I love just a lot of Ireland reminded me of here, though, like the mountains, like it really did. I have a picture, you would swear it's coming into Kingston on the thruway, when you see all the mountains, and it's in Ireland. So, we have beautiful countryside everywhere. You can find beauty anywhere, but like Italy, it was just gorgeous. The lake was crystal clear blue on the Swiss Alps. You know what I mean? But in Ireland, I've never seen a sky so pure blue because there's probably like no pollution. There's only like 5 million people in the whole fucking country.
Not enough people to screw it up like here.
Right. Like you look at the sky and I'm like, geez, I've never seen the sky so blue. But then in Mexico, I've never seen the water so, that aqua green.
Yeah, that turquoise.
So it's wild,
It's beautiful.
All right, number 4. How would you change the amusement world today?
Well, I think it all comes down to liability, and like I've said plenty of times to people, we don't have rides in this country as nice as other countries because you can't run them in this country. You can't run them that fast. They can't do different things because everything here is all about lawsuits. Mm-hmm. Everything is fenced in. For me, when I own little carnival rides, my ride has 7 RPMs that you can walk faster than the ride turns. I got to have a fence so that you and your kid can't climb under, can't climb through, or climb over the top and stuff, or I'm liable for you doing something that's stupid. And you go to other countries and they don't even put the fence around even big music rides. Because if you're stupid enough to walk into it, it's no different than crossing the street in front of the car that's doing 30 miles an hour. If you're dumb enough to step in front of it, well, you deserve to get hit. So we miss out on so many different things. Because of that. And that's the biggest thing that needs to be changed. And then, of course, nowadays, people don't want to work. So it's hard to get employees to keep that industry alive and vibrant and stuff, where before people did that as family businesses, and now it's corporations that own these things.
Well, you get squeezed out by policy, right?
Exactly.
They're like, nope, you got to carry $10 million of insurance, and you're like, $10 million. This cost me X amount of dollars.
For me to take $1 from somebody for a ride for a ticket. I have to have $1 million liability policy for every single little tiny kiddie ride.
Right.
I could buy the ride for $5,000 and $10,000.
Right.
I got to have $1 million insurance on it so I could take that $1 from you.
That's wild.
Yeah.
How about you, Towns? How would you fix the amusement world? And I mean, you can use this in not just rides, like, say like.
I already thought of it.
Go ahead.
A rub and tug in every rest area on every highway.
That's
You
not
said
an amusement
entertainment.
ride.
You didn't say
That's just
specifically which.
prostitution.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's paying an ex-girlfriend for a cable bill I owe her for. That's my defense.
All right, and number 5, I didn't realize Towns was coming here, but we'll figure out what about the carnival life is the draw for people to work in the shows. Like, what about it draws those people in?
Well, there's still a lot of excitement and stuff. For me, I love DJing. I love dealing with the people.
What about the travel?
The travels is a blast. It's easier for some people than it is other people. It depends on your living situation.
Right.
Not everybody has a 42-foot, $100,000 fifth wheel like I have.
Right.
So my fifth wheel camper costs more than my house. So,
but what's that have to do with traveling
well,
right now? You're not going to tow that right now on the road and rides, are you?
Well,
if
I
you
wouldn't
owned
in
it,
a normal situation.
Other people would tow the rides and you tow your camper.
Where
you
backtrack and stuff. Most small shows backtrack. Actually, most big shows, because a lot of them have hired drivers that come in and just haul rides.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get enough drivers with CDLs and stuff that are actually able to pass the drug screens and everything else. Most shows, people don't realize that more carnivals and circuses have drug screen setups for their employees than people working at McDonald's and everything
or
else.
The school district.
Yeah, or there's so many things because, it's not something you would think about. That when you go to the carnival down the road for the fair, that they test their employees every week or every 2 weeks for drugs and stuff because of the liability purposes.
Right.
Yeah, and you can't go to McDonald's and get a hamburger that the guy wasn't just sneezing and coughing his goobers all over.
Yeah. So there's a lot of. I figured, like when I was thinking about this question, I'm like, what would be the draw? Like I'm sure some of it is. You want like gypsy people, right? I don't think people start out to be gypsies unless you're born into it, right? But then you get like your group of people, like your group of friends, and then it becomes a thing. Like, maybe I went there, I don't know, but this is cool. I'm like kind of at a fair. Maybe somebody starts at a fair and then they meet somebody and they're cool, and then they're like, "Hey, we're traveling. You want to work? Sure." And then next thing you know, you're on this fucking roller coaster of, but like, what's the draw? What's the original draw?
I think it's to get out of small town America.
Yeah, like where you just feel dead end and trapped.
Yeah, just get out and go and be free. Be as free as you want to be when you hook up with something.
I think you're hitting on kind of what I was ultimately asking. Do you think it's like a I don't know, like something to be like unbound, like you're an outlaw, like you can travel.
That's just one aspect of it. It's no different than you going to your first NASCAR race.
You're not boxed in.
No different than you going to your first NASCAR race and you get a chance to go in that car and operate the car. Now you got the taste of driving that car around the track. Now you want more. Now you want to go faster. Now you want to go to the next town because the race is 6 miles away, and so you're going to take that little trip and go there. But the next trip after that is 100 miles away. But man, that race is big, and if you get there and win, you might win a lot of money by going there.
Yeah.
Well, it's that same aspect like that. If you owned a little game trailer or a hot dog cart, and you say, "Oh man, that's supposed to be a really good fair. The weather's supposed to be good. If I go there, man, there's going to be all these people. There's all this going on. That band's playing in the grandstand."
Do you think money is a driving force more than anything, or do you think it's more like the environment?
The environment is a very big part of what keeps people there. the starting driving force for most people is money
Yeah, like hey,
and need.
I don't really have a job. This is pretty cool.
Right.
And then you get kind of in with people that you like and you bullshit with, and then next thing you know, you're drawing up.
It's economic and social right there.
Right.
Well, yeah,
You
because
start out
if you're in the middle of
economically.
fucking nowhere in some shit dive town that's got no jobs, and you go to the fair, next thing you know, you get a job.
Right.
And these people are pretty cool to hang out with, whatever. And hey, we're going down the road 50 miles. If you want to come, well, fuck, I can get out of here. I can make a little scratch.
Right.
There's that weird chick over there that's kind of hot with one bent leg. You know,
That's
something.
it. Yeah.
Little crooked eye,
She got a
missing tooth,
smile that's saying, "Come travel with me."
Yeah.
and a clam that won't stop.
So let me ask you something else then about that. When they travel, like, say you're leaving, I don't know, Broome County Fair, right? And the next one starts. They probably end on like a Monday, and the next one starts on a Thursday or something.
Most fairs and carnivals will usually end on like a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And most shows or fairs will usually open on a Tuesday evening.
So you get like a day and a half of travel.
Right. But there's some that don't. You just said a key one, Broome County Fair. There's a show that used to play Broome County Fair called Gillette Shows. And they would have to be in Morris the next day set up on Monday.
In
And
Pennsylvania?
No, by Oneonta.
Okay.
It's Otsego County, I think.
Oswego, yeah.
Yeah. And so the carnival literally do what they call a circus jump, because that's what circuses used to do. Tear down tonight and be open in the next town tomorrow. Circuses would do that because they had to feed the animals and do everything and have the tents up for the animals anyways. So they had to have everything together. Carnivals could have a little time in between.
Right.
So that carnival does a circus jump from Broome County Fair to Oswego County Fair overnight and opens the next day.
So
they close at 10 o'clock at night, tear it down all night, even if it's raining or a hurricane or anything else, and gotta get those rides over the road after they're all tore down, get there, set up, and be inspected, ready to be open, say, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night for the next day.
Mm.
So less than 24 hours, the rides are tore down, moved, and reset up.
What I'm asking
operating
you, though, is
again.
Do most of these guys bring a travel trailer, or how do they?
Depends on who they are, what they are. Most of them, people just starting out, will be given like a bunkhouse where they'll have like a semi truck that each room might have 2 bunks in it, and there'll be a room that has a bathroom in it and maybe a shower for so many to use. So they'll set up tractor trailers like that. There's small campers that you can buy that are set up like bunkhouses. Now they build them for bathrooms for fairs and events. You see one guy out here in 32's got trailers with 6-8 doors going down the side of it. Well, it's the same thing. Instead of bathrooms, there's maybe a bathroom, a shower, and all the rest are like bunk rooms.
Right.
So, and that's what they set up for their help, because the trick is, in today's world, is liability, keeping your employees alcohol-free, drug-free, clean, healthy looking, and presentable to the general public, because it could be a person that can pass all the drug tests and alcohol tests that's still, you walk past them and So you, as a show owner or anything like that, you have to police all that and keep your staff on top of all that. Most shows and circuses buy uniforms for their employees so that they have to have something that's presentable, because next thing you know, be out there in their AC/DC shirt with a big hole in it, or a big shirt with a marijuana leaf on it.
Yeah.
So
it makes more sense to have like a uniform where you can probably buy it in bulk, put this on.
That's it.
Whatever. All right, that was 5 crazy questions. Let's move it on along. Have we done this before, Towns? Over and under. Derek McDonald's favorite song. Is it overrated or is it underrated? You be the judge. Presented by Hughes this week.
That's it. Filling in here. Hey, my first one is hot dog carts and wagons on the side of the road.
Underrated.
Underrated.
For sure.
Usually, I don't stop in them nearly enough, but they usually have like the best like sauces and things
Steamed
like that.
buns.
They got their own little individual.
I'm not
things.
a dirty water dog person myself. I prefer them like grilled, but they are underrated. There's sauces like you get sauces at them places that isn't your run of the mill sauces.
And a sauce is like a stew.
Yeah.
A good stew needs to sit and ferment a little bit and build its base.
Yeah.
And that's what you get on a lot of these little carts and wagons and stuff.
Yeah, highly underrated. Yep.
Yeah. So, second one, sports betting.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Why? Because you lose all the time?
No, because, all right, like, say, I don't know what the point spread in Vegas was for the game last night between Cowboys and Eagles.
I can tell you what
Cowboys lost, but they may have beat the spread, so they still get a win, Vegas style. There's way too much betting going on because it's affecting the refs. You can see it, and the proof's in the pudding. That's why I don't like
Conspiracy
sports
theory
betting.
number one. No, I get it.
That's it.
I don't
Some
like
people
sports
feel
betting.
that way. Listen,
Now, I believe in a straight up bet. I'll give you $100 if Eagles win tonight against the Cowboys.
or
no point spread, no nothing.
or-
Just straight up bet for bet.
or the over under, like he had an over under like total points.
Yeah.
And last night I think it was 45 and a half, and I said it's going to be
47 and a half.
I said it's going to be 24-20. Did I not?
Yep.
I said it's going to be 24-20 at the end of the first half. He's like, my bet's fucked. I go, don't say that because the second half is different.
Yep.
It was 24-20.
Yep.
He ended up winning straight up.
Yep.
But I'm with you. Money line bets. Hey, listen, I don't care. The money line is just who's going to win.
Yeah.
Green Bay or Denver or whoever they're playing, right?
Oh, by the way, I just want to thank my cousin Bobby for that cash donation for that last night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
I think it's underrated. Just like I remember being a kid and my dad had the tickets, and you just pick 10 winners. You know what I mean? So just that part of it, it makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
But like I agree with you. There's also some things like who's going to have a better year, Dallas or Green Bay?
Green Bay, definitely, man.
Go fuck yourself. But it's just a point.
If we can keep our boys healthy, we're going to have better years.
Yeah, you got a cancer in the locker room now. Good luck.
Well, but it was good last night. But I like to have a few dollars. Just nothing that you can't afford, but just something to give you a little more of the root for.
Yeah.
Like playing the lottery. Playing the lottery, I got something to root for.
Yeah.
I know sooner or later these billions of dollars are going to come to me, but I just
Sure.
want to play and get it ahead of time.
Can you
before I die.
Go ahead. I'll ask you after. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3, garden hose sprinklers.
I mean,
Now you got a picture of being a child.
yeah. I mean,
Not so much for watering your lawn, but more for the pure enjoyment.
underrated for like the time frame we came up in. But today, these kids got awesome shit like slip and slides that have the sprinkler in it and all that. So today they'd be highly overrated. But when we were a kid, it was a way to cool off if you didn't have a pool.
That's it. You went over and you put it in your mouth to drink the dirty hose water out of it and everything.
Shit. I survived on hose water. That's what they say, right?
That's it.
Oh, hell yeah. You got to let it run first. Give the little bastard that you don't like the first go
But I remember
ahead.
it being fucking
I'm going
super
last.
humid and hot, and you just you did your little fucking Toyota jump through the hose.
I did it.
Yep.
All right. How about remote control cars?
Underrated.
For sure.
Underrated.
After seeing the movie with Deadpool, they're underrated. Or not Deadpool. It was Deadpool, but it was Dead/space Pool with Clint Eastwood in a remote control car that was blowing up vehicles.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I mean, they're a major part of our society. I mean, drones are basically like an RC car, just in the air.
Yeah.
Underrated. Like, think about, like he said, in movies,
They got sorry to interrupt you. They got my freaking brother's granddaughter. She has a Jeep that's remote control. He can control her.
Oh,
the
for
Jeep
like her
also.
Power Wheels Jeep.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she's riding in it too. She can control it, but if like she gets too close to the road or
you
whatever,
can just steer it away.
he'll steer it away from her.
That's
Right.
wild.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I was like,
And you know how to soup those up, right? You take a motorcycle battery, you pull their battery out, put a motorcycle battery in, speeds it up almost
Do you
twice
know
as
there's
fast.
cordless drill battery.
Yeah.
Well, do you know there's an entire? I was just going to say, there's an entire racing league, drag racing league, where like 3-year-olds get in this and they race those.
Yeah,
and
I've
they get them
seen
all
that.
souped up.
Yeah, have you ever seen the demolition derbies with the Power Wheels cars?
I would hope it's with adults.
I love
No,
the
it's
adults
kids.
going.
It shouldn't be kids.
You ever seen the adults going downhill on
Oh,
those
yeah,
cars?
yeah.
All the crashes and wrecks. And,
Yeah, because they have no brakes.
yeah.
I think about that every time
wow.
I see one on the side of the road by somebody's garbage. Like, man, what could I do with that?
Yeah.
I remember over by Burger King over by Broadway, there was a wrecked little Power Wheels Jeep right beside a dumpster, and it was all mangled. I took a picture of it and sent it to Rodriguez. I goes, "Were you out last night driving?" Fuck you, Tom. I was like,
Well, we've had a little Power Wheels Jeep, pink and white, sitting up the road from the campground all summer long. Every once in a while, it moves like a few feet off the side of the road or something like that. And I look at it every time I go by. I'm like, yeah, just take it over and just take turns pushing each other down a hill.
You ever see a kid in it?
No.
That damn thing's haunted. Get rid of it.
I remember when Jern was a baby, I got her a Power Wheels Jeep. It was a pink Barbie Jeep with purple wheels and whatever. And it had a fucking radio that actually worked.
Oh, wow.
You'd get like 98.5 The Cat in there, then it had a Barbie channel, but you'd get an actual radio.
Wow.
And I'm like, look at this fucking thing. It's got a radio in it.
I remember when my daughter
And that Boston had Lightning McQueen.
hopped in my sons and ran him over.
Yeah.
He was throwing a hissy. Hey, you can't drive it. She was a little shit. She had to stand up to hit the pedal. Ran his ass right over.
See, the saddest part of that is I could think about how many cars I had that I didn't even have a radio in.
Yeah, 100%. I had a fucking car that didn't have a radio. My kids' Power Wheels did.
Exactly.
What number are you up to?
Number 5. How about a parade?
Overrated.
Oh, see, I love a good parade.
You know what?
The parades ain't like they used to be.
That's
when
it.
we were little.
It's
they were
8 million
long.
fucking fire trucks now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, Saugerties used to have on 4th of July, the circus would be here. So you'd get like an elephant, the local baseball team. Now it's 700 fucking fire departments. Like me personally, you get your marchers, you get one truck.
Yeah.
That's it. They come through, and these fucking nozzle nut jerk-offs, there's 100 people with little kids and this and that, and they're rah, 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 hitting the siren. You got babies all around, and you fucking jerk off in your thing. You just think it's cool to constantly
Special needs
horn.
people that can't handle the noise.
Right, and I get it. A lot of people put the headphones on the kids, but at the same time, it's fucking obnoxious. Like, I wish I had a paintball gun. I'd shoot every one of them fuckers when they're laying on the horns all that time.
Yeah, like back in the day, we'd have Shriners running around on their little cars, and clowns, and all kinds of shit.
You had the little car that ran around the parade for a while.
Now it's just...
It's 100 fire departments.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for a fireman's parade. I would go to a fireman's parade for that.
Go to Ellenville for that.
Yeah.
No.
So that's why I say overrated.
Well, I missed the good old big full-size marching bands. We used to have Saugerties had a marching band. And each town would have their own. Highland had the Highland Pacers. Kingston had the Kingston Indians, which was they used to move by 2 coach buses and a box truck.
Right.
To move
they're just not what they
town
were.
Band.
And then people wonder why, like, as a society, we got to where we got. Yeah, because you've like fucking phased out all these things that were awesome.
Yeah.
Like
throwing candy when they're walking down the parade route, and they just throw candy, and kids would just swamp the streets.
They still do that at the parades.
Here again, you're talking about liability
because
people have gotten sued for people throwing candy and hitting somebody in the eye and different.
But to his point a little bit, you'd have the ladies' auxiliary that came by, right? The Lions Club, right, or whatever. So you had these things, the JCs. They all came by and they all had a purpose. And now it's just, you don't have those. Like the Lions Club might still exist. I don't know.
But those dudes got to be old. I think it's
a lot
of
Knights of Columbus and stuff. Yeah,
right. All these things that were, what is it? The Moose Lodges and these things. They used to all be very prominent in society, and now they're just all kind of by the wayside. That's why parades, I think, are overrated now because you don't have all that variety. That was a way to say, oh man, I'm looking for like a club. Oh, well, the Moose Club. We come by, we meet, we do this, we do that. We have baseball. Think about it. 10, 15 years ago, The VFW used to have Saugerties had a team, Kingston had a team, Rondout had a team, Ellenville had a team, Highland had a team. Now Kingston and Saugerties are combined. Everybody plays here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck? Baseball's a dying sport. You know what I mean? But it's just you don't.
Well,
have
you had the baseball float, the football
right.
float.
You don't have any of that shit anymore.
You know, the different teams walking in their uniform, and it's just
Yeah, but the only thing you have left is Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and now they put them all on one float.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they have a big parade, and it's got the rainbow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Hughesy knows.
All right, I got some over-unders because I wasn't sure you were going to get Number 1, Reese's Peanut Butter Hot Chocolate.
I could say definitely underrated, man.
It smells good. I didn't have it last night. This bitch was freezing. Oh, you got some hot chocolate or something in there? I'm like, we're all in shorts and T-shirts. He's having hot chocolate freezing. It smelled delicious, though.
It was really good. It was Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Hot Chocolate. And when he brung it out, everybody could smell the peanut butter on it.
Sounds all right.
Number 2, Dude's Night.
Oh, underrated for sure.
Underrated, definitely.
It's something that just kind of took on its own thing. It was 100 fucking degrees. We were up. I was like, "Yo, Hughes, I'm going up to the pool. You want to stop up?" He stopped up. Next thing you know, we're like, "Yo, Burke, why aren't you coming up, man? It's Thursday night. Nobody's here." And it just grew.
Yep.
And then it was
Cecil started coming.
Right. Then Townsy came up, and we're cooking food, watching Porky's outside. Every week, it's something different.
Then we got 30 and 40 people that say all the time, "Oh yeah, I'm going to come up there. Oh yeah, let me know."
Underrated, super underrated.
Yeah, we have a great time.
Number 3, camp season.
Camp season again, underrated. You know, we
gotta get Townsy up there.
That's it.
Seasonal.
Yep.
I think it's underrated.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Even
when the weather, if it didn't rain last night, I was half tempted to just throw the mattress up on the deck and sleep on the mattress last night.
Number 4, bingo.
Oh, we've been having a wild time with that too. Boy, you're hitting all the ones we've been having a great time with. So it's underrated. We did a bingo. Last Sunday?
Sunday. Yep.
$100 prizes for every win. They did it 50-50. 9 games of $100 a win. And then the grand prize at the end of the night was what?
$1,450.
Yeah.
$1,450
for a $6 bingo card.
At a little.
I'd have lost $6. I suck at bingo.
So what?
I got like the worst luck in the world. It was fun,
man. And we didn't even know what the jackpot was going to be. It was fun just sitting there, the challenge of trying to win $100.
And the kid that won it, the big one at the end, she was shaking. She was so happy.
Tears in her eyes.
That could have been somebody's 2 weeks' pay. That could have been school clothes. Could have been a mortgage payment.
We took the wife Sam Mare to play bingo up in Germantown one night, and I thought her and this other lady were going to get in a fight. And I just here's the Aunt Mare, old Italian lady. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna let them fight. See how this comes out. But the other lady starts
just pulling mustaches.
Just take her walker away from her. She'll be all right.
Yeah. And my number 5. Barnwood.
Another one that's underrated. I was just going to say something about that.
Go ahead and say something.
Well, I'm at Barnwood last night with a friend of mine who parks to go in and get our order. And
what the fuck is Barnwood?
It's a restaurant.
I'm thinking chicken. Barnwood friggin'
you redneck.
Not wrong with redneck.
My buddy goes in to get our order. And he's got an Irish flag sticker on the back of his car. Old lady comes around me, full Irish accent, stops, puts her window down. So I put down the passenger window where I'm sitting. Hey, I love that flag on the back of that car. It's a nice Irish flag back there. I said, "Oh, thank you very much. I'll tell my friend that." And before she pulls away, she says, "It's just some of these Irish people just don't know how to drive." So I believe her comment was because we were like double parked to pick up the food and stuff. So she stopped and gave me this whole like bluster. "Oh, I love that Irish flag in the back," and then hits us. "But some Irish people just don't know how to drive."
That's called an Irish compliment.
Yeah, that was meant for me because the parking lot was full. So I just parked on the exit, go out, run in and grab the pizza and come out.
And she was parked on the other side of us. Had to come out. She backed up and go around
Good
and
pizza.
stopped.
Their wings were really good. If you ever get a chance to get up there, get their corn nuggets. I didn't know what the fuck they were.
Corn
they
nuggets
were
are excellent. Their
fried
chicken's
chicken
delicious.
is great.
Their fish, the cod, my God, it's bigger than the plate.
Yeah,
absolutely
I
delicious.
mean, I'd like to actually go up there and sit down and have a regular meal of some sort. I usually get like pizza or the chicken. I don't really get like ravioli or something. I'd like to try something like that.
I haven't had a meatball pizza in years.
That was
and I
good.
wouldn't even think of it. We were supposed to get the Hawaiian pizza.
And they were out of pineapple for the Hawaiian pizza, so I was like, give me a half meatball.
And it was delicious. And the prices are great there.
Yeah.
I'd recommend that place to anybody.
Yep.
Good,
Barnwood.
Good
Barnwood.
casual.
Where the hell is it?
It's up in Catskill.
It's in Leeds, right off of 23. It used to be a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
They've increased the size of the place like 3 times since it was a Dairy Queen. And you go there on a Friday or Saturday night, it's almost a good thing to call up and reserve a table.
Well, even last night, it was packed.
Yep.
It was packed. Like, I don't know there's specials or anything, but I just figured last night it was easier with the football game coming on. We'll get pizza and wings.
Yeah,
well,
very good.
It's location and knack. If they got that knack for making really good food, hopefully their menu doesn't change. Their
It hasn't changed in about 5 or 6 years.
And
say like you order a chicken
right
dish
on
or
the
something
point.
like that, and it has to be breaded or whatever. You have to wait because they make it all fresh.
Yeah.
You know, it's not frozen and already put together where they're just dropping it in a deep fry.
And they got their knack then.
And they're baked beans.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah, they're money.
Baked beans are...
I got a funny story.
Go ahead.
Imagine baked beans, pickled eggs, deviled eggs. My brother and I, we ended up
picking up each other down something.
It was horrible. I think that poor boy freaking peeled the paint on his trailer. I swear to God.
And your ride home, you were probably like, "Oh God!" But you're by
Yeah,
yourself.
I thought it was done. We ate that on Monday, and I'm driving home on a Thursday, and I'm like, "Rip!" And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm still dying."
And it's just you in the truck, right?
Yeah, I couldn't blame it on nobody.
Oh,
It was just me in the truck, and then I felt bad for the guy that was beside me at the stall. Freaking, I'm like, "Rip!" I was like, "Cool." It was a horrible way.
We had to deal with Sedlak last night.
Yeah.
Imagine giving him pickled eggs, deviled eggs, and baked beans.
Towns, was this experience this time around better than your haircut one?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
You're not running out of here with your hand over your ass trying not to shit.
It was fire, but it wasn't as hot.
That's
But
it.
no, it was good.
All right, Hughes, you are going to take Winnie's spot today. You come up with your own sign-off.
Wow.
You just got to make sure you thank everybody.
Well, first of all, we thank Downs for coming in last minute
Absolutely.
and racing here to get here. And for me and George, I've been becoming somewhat of a regular here now and stuff. We appreciate everybody watching and listening, and we look forward to talking to you next time.